So we do Purtimiro, Purtigodo. It's the end of l'incoronazione di Poppea. Finally, Poppea and Nerone, they can love each other. Ottavia, she's gone. Seneca is dead. I mean, and there is this passacaglia rhythm on which I'm not sure that it's Monteverdi that wrote it. It's possibly Benedetto Ferrari or someone of his students that wrote this piece. That is an hit for the time, so it's like very beautiful, just a very beautiful song.
The Monteverdi project is a project within the ambience of Teatru Manoel. It is a small court theatre, and because of that, as artistic director, I try to have, as much as possible, music which is right for the age and the ambience of the theatre.
A group of mainly Maltese, but also singers, foreign singers who are based in Malta, have come together and really taken this on board and really been open to new ideas and new ways of singing.
This project made us focus a bit more about the text and about how one would express, you know, the words in a matter of music.
The concept of putting the words into music and expressing musically the feelings of the words being proposed by the authors has taken a new meaning for me.
I am in the project for developing and exploring the skills of singing exactly early Baroque.
Since the beginning, things were very different, new, interesting. At some points they were challenging because there were some stuff which I was still trying to familiarize myself to the idea. It's a wonderful experience. I'm truly enjoying it.
It's such a great adventure for all of us singers here in Malta. We have a fantastic director. Marco has been such a blessing.
Ghiaccio fatto il desio. It's very contrasting. So ice and come si dice desio? It's desire. Desire is warm always.
I know he's a great musician, and he also has a very inspired way of teaching and coaching, and at the end of the day, this is what I think Monteverdi should have. It should have this sort of panache that Marco can give. It's not just academia that is important, but it is also inspiration. Monteverdi Mencoboni Manual Theatre Association started about a year and a half ago.
I was in my studio one morning and I got a telephone call saying, hi, how are you? Here is the director of the Teatru Manoel in Valletta. We would like to start a Monteverdi project, means teaching to singers from Malta the music of Monteverdi. Would you be interested in coming down and start this project for us? I was just very, very excited, and I said, of course, yes.
Singing in the Monteverdian fashion, we would say what's called seconda pratica, is an acquired skill. And therefore, I'm very pleased that we have a wonderful sponsor, Balat Limited, which is sponsoring this project, which is educational at the same time, but will eventually translate into 3 operas.
So far tranquillo ogni turbato core. Claudio Monteverdi was the most incredible composer for the theater, for the drama, the tragedy. He knew exactly how to touch you in the deepness. Okay, so I would just emphasize a little bit ogni turbato core. In the music of Claudio Monteverdi, the word is also extremely important. He is writing music for the text, and the text is becoming music. Between these 2 elements, there is a kind of fusion.
Because singing Baroque music is very different to singing romantic music or Italian opera. It requires you to do different things with your voice.
Francesca, io su cetera d'or. Your instrument, you are singing on an instrument that is made of gold. Can you express that in a way? Brava! When you were doing really piano and staccato, then please do the imitation. Try to follow. Improvise a little bit. And also improvisation is very important. We did a lot of improvisation that was at the beginning a bit astonishing for the singer that were not used to this. You know, when you say and you ask to the person, please, just improvise on this bass, just make something. And they get a bit scared for a few seconds, but then when they start, you see that inside yourself, the human being has the music. The music is a strong part of ourselves. Yeah, you see? Perché non sfogate il fier dolore? That's, if you start softer, yes, this, yeah, that's, you have more possibility to give more emotion.
So we've been learning madrigals, which at first I think everyone was a bit like, oh, okay, madrigals, it's okay, group singing, but wow.
You really, really have to focus on your bit, and sometimes you wouldn't even be able to hear your voice, such that it becomes muscle memory.
There was so much emphasis on the musicality of everything, and everything had to be so precise and perfect.
We have already had various Monteverdian concerts, small ones. We've also had, in collaboration with Cantare Lontano, we've done the wonderful Vespers of Monteverdi as part of the International Baroque Festival in January 2018, which was a great success. And we are therefore, every time we have masterclasses, we also try and have a concert. The idea of staging the 3 operas, the Ritorno di Ulisse in Patria, l'Orfeo and l'Incoronazione di Poppea, was an ambition which I have had for a long time. And eventually it will translate into something very beautiful.
Think the note inside yourself before, and then just sing, okay?
This was a very challenging piece of music. It was a very dramatic scene, and it required me to really delve deep into the text as well as into the character in order to convey a visual image and really capture the audience.
Okay, I think you should go a little bit more to speak more. You are singing, sing is nice, but you have to speak. Ai, caso acerbo, something terrible happened. So really speak. And let me ask you something. Do you think that when you get into the scene and you sing this part, Orfeo is listening to you or not?
Yes, I think he's starting to listen.
He is not answering to you now. In my opinion, Orfeo is still happy somewhere, maybe dancing with somebody or just happy. Yes. And the voice of Messaggera is listened by the two shepherds. I think for me that Orfeo doesn't get this news, because after he will ask, what do you want? Why you are here? What's going on? I think he's still smiling a little bit.
Not only throughout this project, but even with other performances and other ventures, I've honestly felt that it has made a difference.
But also men can be tiki 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 tiki. It's not just a female part.
Just 5 minutes, man.
Okay. Doing Baroque music here, so especially the Monteverdi music here, it's very easy, because you open your window, you look outside, and you can breathe the Baroque atmosphere. This is beautiful. So, che mi toglie il respiro, il dolore, the pain is yeah, and she is writing a pose. I would stop a little bit more, just a bit more. Yeah, che mi toglie. Very good.
Gillian Zamit is one of Malta's premier sopranos. And Gillian is the mainstay of yet another aspect of the Manuel Theatre's activities and the Baroque Festival's activities, is that she leads the vocal section of Vibe, which is the Valletta International Baroque Ensemble, which was born out of the festival. Gillian has now taken an active part in the Monteverdi project, in the sense that when Marco is not here, Marco comes once a month, we have a masterclass once a month. When Marco is not here, we have Gillian who's coaching the singers. So in other words, when Marco comes, it's basically finishing touches, because this is a very intensive way of singing. We are going to prepare an opera in 2019. The amount of study and the amount of preparation is enormous. It's ambitious, but at the end of the day, if you're not ambitious and you don't aim high, you don't get anywhere.
It's nearly a year now since we first met, for the very first time, and the difference from that first session to today is huge. It's really amazing. It's very exciting to see that it's going to keep growing and getting better.
Really looking forward to more adventures with the Monteverdi project.
So, very proud to be here, very happy and very satisfied of the work we are doing, looking forward to our future with Monteverdi. Nice, very well done. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sure.